Y'all know what's going on. It's your guy, Big Joe here, right? I just dropped a new episode on my membership page. It's going to play at about 10 o'clock. Just wanted to let y'all know the name of that is The Counselor Predator. It's about a female that worked for the Department of Corrections, right? And I call her the Counselor Predator because she used her job as a cover to pursue men, if you know what I mean. Now, as an officer, she shared all of these erotic stories with her fellow officers and inmates, manipulating them into believing that they had the control over her and that they were using and grooming her. But the whole time, she had control and she was using and grooming them to satisfy her appetite, if you know what I mean. But before we get to that episode and the episodes that are going to be following, let me explain to you about that. A mishap happened on the 4th of July. And because of that mishap, all of my episodes for Undercover Gangster Season 2, they showed at the same time, the same day on the 4th of July on my regular page. So this time what we're doing, what my people are doing, they put that one episode up of The Counselor Predator on my membership page. And if everything works out and the system is functioning as it's supposed to, then all the rest of my episodes will be put up right behind it. So you'll be able to experience the full season of The Counselor Predator without interruption and without having to wait until the next day. And I know you appreciate that, the way, sometimes I end those episodes when it's really getting good. I keep up with those messages y'all send me in the comment section, right? And I appreciate them too, right? But here's the thing. I just wanted to make sure you understand that that was a mistake that happened. And I hope that it won't happen again. And if it does, I'm gonna have to, take some other kind of precautions to make sure that these episodes get put up, because I don't want anybody paying for anything and not be able to experience and get the product that you're asking for. Because I really appreciate all the support that I'm getting from everybody out there. I really, really do, right? Now, check this out. When you listen to these episodes, I want you to share them with your friends. Tell your friends about it. Share them so that other people can get the experience of the Doing Time with Joe podcast, so that they can understand that this criminal lifestyle and lifestyle that a lot of people want to participate in, especially this gang lifestyle, it's not the lifestyle that you think it is. I'm just keeping it green and raw with you, letting you know what's really going on. That's all I'm doing, so that you can make a choice. And I hope that that choice is that this is not for you. Yes, I make it entertaining, because I'm telling you, when I was lost in the sauce, it was entertaining to me until I woke up. And then I looked at it and I was like, man, this is crazy. But nonetheless, I want to thank you for all the support. I want to thank every one of you. And look, go to that membership page. I'm trying to get me at least 100 people on my membership page before the end of July. Help me out. Let's get there, right? And I appreciate all the support, and continue to share my episodes with your family and friends out there, right? Let them know what it is with Doing Time with Joe. And also, one more thing. My merch line is on the way. Hopefully this week, you'll be able to see t-shirts and hats and mugs and all these other things with my logo on, right? And I appreciate you if you go and check that out and get one, right? Now, sit back and relax, because I'm going to give you a sneak peek, a sneak listen into one of the episodes, so that you can decide if you really want to go to the membership page and check out the rest of it. When Lisa was in college, she found that she had this insatiable appetite to be with men, one that was almost impossible for her boyfriend to satisfy. So what she would do, she would spend her nights going from room to room, from hotel to hotel, being with these guys that she had met on campus and off campus. Even though her boyfriend was loyal to her, she was manipulating and lying to him the whole time, so that she would be able to move and groove and get around and do what it was that she needed to do. But one day, as fate would have it, she was about to graduate from college, a criminal justice major. And she saw this billboard that said, "Help Wanted, Department of Corrections, make a difference in the lives of those that you serve." And it caught her attention, but not for the reason that you think. It caught her attention because she started to think, even that day, even in that moment, of all the men that she would be around. So she figured, this is where I need to be. If I get in there, who cares about what's happening with all of those guys in there? I can do what I need to do, and then I can go home. And I can satisfy the desire that I had to be with all of these men. Now, let me tell you something. No doctor would treat themselves. It just wouldn't happen. No lawyer would represent themselves. It just wouldn't happen. So why do you think Lisa thought that she could treat herself? She had seen a therapist, and she was continuing to see that therapist in college. But it wasn't changing her behavior, not in the way that she wanted it to change. She wanted a more aggressive approach. She wanted to be satisfied. She thought that if she could only get things the way she wanted them and how she wanted them, as often as she wanted it, that she would be satisfied. But that's a fool's errand. So when she hired in to the Department of Corrections, she had the credentials to go on and be in the part of the administration, but she decided that she wanted to be an officer. She wanted to be near the inmates. She wanted to be near the action. Because in that, she thought this is how I'll be able to maneuver and move around. She had some experience in that because her father had been incarcerated, and she remembered the stories that he used to tell about what it was like in prison. And it didn't frighten her. She viewed it through that lens that this is my hunting ground. This is where I'll stalk my prey. This is where I'll conquer this addiction that I have. Now check it out now. If you want to hear the rest of it, you're going to have to go to my membership page.
I'm getting so tired.